Hello friends, hope you're doing great. This is my second video in VFX and CGI Talk series, and today we're going to see the different career opportunities or roles available in the VFX industry in India. I know there are many young aspirants who are interested in doing VFX, but they're not sure what kind of roles is available for them. So we're going to clear that today. So without waiting, let's get started. Welcome back. Let's talk about layout artist. The responsibility of a layout artist is to communicate information visually using different components to create visual design. For example, if you're a layout artist for designing a web page or a magazine, then your role will be to use the different components like graphics elements, symbols, textiles, and photograph and place them in the right position and focus entirely on how the layout of the web page or a magazine is going to look like.
When it comes to pure animation field, a layout artist is tasked with interpreting the script and storyboard of the animation and creating templates for how to transfer the script or storyboard into a visual medium using all of the components like character models, backgrounds, properties that has to be used in the scene.
So we can relate a layout artist to a cinematographer in a real film industry because he determines the camera frame, camera path, camera angle and lighting of each key animation scene. So when I talk about the camera, it's more of the visual camera that's used in the animation. But like a live production movie, several takes and iterations of the key animation is done and it is presented before the director and the editorial team, giving them option to choose the best which would go into the final product. Now let's talk about Roto Artist. A Roto Artist or a Rotoscoping Artist has the imperative task and a difficult job of tracing all those areas that has to be isolated from a footage or in a place where the CGI meets a real life action. It's a job that offers a great foundation for any VFX and a starting point for a VFX professional. And having said that, Roto Artist is considered as the entry-level position in the field of VFX. And having the knowledge of rotoscoping is the fundamental elements if you want to have a career in the VFX or animation field.
Let's see an example. In this footage, if I wanted to isolate one character and replace with another character and a new background, then I need to rotoscope the character that I need to isolate from the scene. The concept of masking frame by frame is called rotoscoping. There are varieties of tools available for rotoscoping like Silhouette FX, Imagineer's Mocha, Adobe After Effects, and Autodesk Composition.
A good roto artist has to know how to motion track in order to perform a better concealing. Also, the artist has to be up to date with the advancement in the animation field and having a precise drawing and a painting skill in order to trace the live action sequence. And more than all, the artist has to be very patient and with a good eye for detail because it's a very time-consuming job. Now let's talk about matte painting. So what is matte painting? The matte painting is the art of replacing the background of a moving shot with one or more paintings. Although it may sound simple, but the technique of matte painting is very skillful and artistically demanding because the painting that is used to replace the background has to be very realistic and support the film style so that the audience will believe that it's a real background and not the fake one.
The challenge of matte painting is when the camera is moving its position. With latest technology and 3D softwares, you can apply a technique called camera projection or 3D projection. This technique allows artists to put their paintings in 3D software and create simple 3D geometry to match the shape of the environment. You can create as many 3D objects with paintings as you want and position them any place or position as you need to create the right parallax.
In a nutshell, matte painters are the talented and the creative people behind the photorealistic landscape or the interior and exterior environments that you can't just get on a real set. Let's talk about match moving artist. Match moving has fast become the standard visual effect technique in almost all instances where the real life footage and the computer generated imagery are combined, allowing the CGI and the real life footage to be seamlessly composited together so that they appear as if they are from the same perspective.
Match moving is often considered to be the foundation upon which all visual effects are based and is closely related to photogrammetry and rotoscoping. Match Mover's most basic duty is to match a CG camera to a live action camera, as well as animated objects and characters to real-world objects and characters. This is accomplished by object matching and tracking the movement of camera through a shot so that a virtual camera can reproduce identical motion through the use of the latest match moving software.
Now let's see the next role called Lighting Artist. Lighting Artist is responsible for applying all the lighting effects needed for the particular scene. He or she takes into consideration the different lighting sources used while shooting the real-life footage and mimics those lights digitally in the CGI environment. Sometimes the lighting artist adds additional secondary light to enhance the CGI objects used in the scene. The ultimate goal here is to make sure that the real-life footage and the CGI are seamlessly composited together so that they appear as if they are from the same environment.
In animation without live-action sequences, the lighting artist is concerned with providing the evidence of all light sources depicted in the scene. That may be a light cast from a lamp, street lights, or natural outdoor lighting. To create sequences that are realistic to the world of the film or television show, the lighting artist uses a discerning eye to creatively manipulate the qualities like light, color, intensity, and angle. In relation to the character and objects in the scene, the lighting artist uses the shader setting implemented by the shading and texture artist to properly integrate the results of qualities like object reflectivity, light scatter, and the appearance of wet surfaces.
Once a lighting artist completes their work and it is being approved by the lighting supervisor or the visual effects supervisor, then the lighting artist renders the image or the scene and pass it on for the final compositing. So talking about compositing, the next role that we're going to see is called Compositing Artist. Compositing Artist plays a major role in the film production process. They help create the final finished animation or the film project by detecting the flaws which may not be identified or anticipated by other departments. They also help create the compositing strategies which results in an overall balanced look.
Well done visual effects merge seamlessly with the rest of the background and don't distract the viewing experience at all. One glitch though and it can ruin the entire experience for the viewer. A compositor's job is to ensure that this seamlessness between the VFX and live action is intact and any visual disturbances are eliminated.
So the general expectation from a compositing artist is to integrate the live action shots, CGI elements and the matte painting in compliance with the high standard of visual effects feature film production. The last opportunity that we are going to talk today is rendering artist. A rendering artist, similar to lighting artist, is responsible to convert the 3D models into real-world visuals that we see on the screen. With a highly technical and a delicate job, the rendering artist makes sure that the project is transformed from an idea into a visual. So with that, we have seen at a high level the different career opportunities available in VFX industry, and there are a few more like 3D modeler, rigging artist, texturing artist, FX artist, and we'll see those in future videos because they are more aligned to CGI. Hope you found the video useful, and if you like it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel as we have more videos coming related to photography, videography, VFX and CGI animations. Also do share this video with your friends who are interested in pursuing a career in VFX. See you again with another good content. Until then, bye.